Generals, politicians, film stars, and more recently, countless Crows supporters. Now the old Overland is at the end of the line, having served as a link between Melbourne and Adelaide since 1887. It'll be reborn in June with a new track and a new look, but some things will never be the same.
The Overland's always been special. It's always been a train that looks like a train.
It's a named train. It's just something different to the others. You know, it's a named train. It goes somewhere and it's got a name. It's got a purpose.
There's an undeniable romance about trains, and for over a century, Adelaide and Melbourne have had a lasting affair with a nightly Overland.
There's more to a train than just looking at the actual coaches as they stand here today. There's all the history behind how, when, where, why the railway line was built.
But progress has finally caught up with the Intercapital Express.
That's the last train, the last broad-gauge train for Melbourne that departs from platform number 1.
The Overland's been mothballed. When it returns later in the year, it will look differently, travelling on narrower standard gauge lines. Its passing has buffs and commuters on both sides of the border lamenting.
The first time we had one train which could leave a capital city and go right through to another capital city without changing train in the middle of the night.
I think a lot of the romance will disappear with the standard gauge train. Clickety-click will go, a lot of the clickety-click that we're used to will go, and people have a lot smoother ride, a lot quieter ride.
For 33 years, this has been Joe McCree's second home. As a conductor in the first-class section, he's fussed over countless VIPs.
Good evening, cup of coffee. There's one for you.
But the Overland's final run this week also signalled an end to his affair with the train he affectionately calls overdue.
The train is finished. So, I mean, you know, it's sad in the train have to finish, but I mean, you know, it's a progress.
All right, fellas, charge your glasses and drink to Joe. 33 years on the Overland, and may you retire in very, very many years to come, Joe.
As you'd expect for a man who's been an institution for 4 decades, it was an occasion that called for an appropriate send-off, just a whistle stop from Melbourne's Spencer Street station.
When I first started here, every 10 to 15 minutes, I went trying in and out. Now, look here, it's like a ghost now.
And for the old giant of the tracks, a reluctant farewell from the romantics.
I made this trip at the last minute. It was one of those silly things. I don't usually do this. I don't normally celebrate the last train or anything like that. But this one I thought, well, it's kind of special. It is the last broad gauge Overland. The last you'll see this.
Wow, this trip is 1,000 kilometers. I think I've done millions of kilometers all of these years.
So it's one last trip on the Overland, past gum trees and galahs, through the ever-changing landscape as farms make way for cars.
True to its reputation to the very last, the Overland was running late as it drew into Adelaide today.
Wow, look at that.
And for an emotional Joe, perhaps it should have taken a little longer.
Farewell to 108 years. Farewell to the broad gauge Overland.
On the end of the clickety-click.